Everyone, Salon from FBJ Fit. I'm here for another Friends in Fitness review today, and today I'm with my good friend Juliana of Juliana Salon in Wakefield, Massachusetts. Today we're going to be reviewing the RevAir Reverse Air Hair Dryer, and I was fascinated when I first saw it because it looked like nothing I had ever seen before. So this is not sponsored, but I did write to them, and RevAir was kind enough to send me a unit to try. I've played with it a little bit myself, and you can read my full review at FBJFit.com, but I wanted to see what Juliana thought, and I thought we could get some tips on how to section the hair right and see what we think. So
great. So we started a little section right in the back just to kind of get it going. So the most important part, I think, working with this is definitely going to be your sectioning. It recommends 6, but it could be depending on the size of your head or whatnot, 6 to 8 or 10. I prefer to section the top separately so that you can create a little bit more volume.
I like that idea.
Yes. And so we're going to go ahead. So it came with 2 products, came with a bunch of them, but these are the primers, 1-2 and a primer 3-4. 3-4 is a little bit for more coarser hair to help smooth it out. She's more wavy, so we're going to go with the 1-2. You don't need a lot of their product either, so I'm just going to put about a pea size on.
Actually, they said that. They said you don't need a ton,
good.
So that's good.
Perfect.
So
yeah, I don't feel like you do, and just kind of breaking the section. So the section should be about the size of the opening of the equipment. So you can see about maybe 2.5 inches, and that's about what we did. So you can explain a little bit on how to turn it on where it's right in front of you.
Okay, so basically what it says is that actually what it says, it's a reverse air, so it pulls your hair into the tube rather than blowing. In fact, I think their tagline is blow your hair, not your mind.
Yes.
Or blow your mind, not your hair. Yes, that's a little different. But so you turn it on at the base unit. It recommends starting at a 1 level and then move it up. We've already tried it, so I think I found about a 4 or 5.
Yep.
was really good. And then it has a high heat, low heat, and no heat on the unit. I think I liked the high heat, so that's what we, how we did it. It comes with a little base that you can put it in between, so that worked out pretty well. And then we're just gonna put it on now. I think that the volume is about the same, but I'll try to talk a little bit louder. So it's about the same as a blow dryer. It's a little bit bigger than a blow dryer, which we can talk about too. But we're gonna turn it on, so hopefully.
Go from the base, and then take your section, and you're gonna kind of work it right in. You'll see that it sucks it up right away, and work it right up. Pretty much you can go right to the scalp. She doesn't feel any heat on her scalp, but you can tell that it's warm.
Which I thought was really cool because I liked that it didn't get you all hot and sweaty like sometimes with a blow dryer when you're really focusing with a round brush. What I was afraid of when I tried it was that it was going to suck in some hair from other sections or that it was going to tangle. And really, I was really happy to hear that was not the case at all. It pretty much only took in the hair that you actually placed into the section. And so it's supposed to be about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how long your hair takes to dry.
I think we're staying about 45 seconds, so I am counting in my head because it's faster than setting a timer for every 45 seconds. You also want to make sure that you're really close to the scalp and using either circular motions or back and forth so that you're getting the whole perimeter of the section so it dries at the base. And so if you're going back and forth,
some people, we saw some other videos that we checked out ahead of time, and a lot of people were doing this back and forth thing that they actually tell you is not the correct way to use it.
Yeah, it's not going to dry because you're not covering that perimeter. So that's about 45 seconds. I'm going to slide it out, and it's pretty much straight. So I do find that using the 1-2, you still get a little bit of bend in the hair, so you have a little bit more volume to it. I found that when I use the 3-4, you get a little bit more straight. So I think that gives this blow dry a little bit more versatility than just a solid straight. So the 1-2, you get a little more wave, a little bit more shape to it. Yeah, with the 3-4, you're going to get a stronger straightening. So that depends on your personal preference and the style you're looking for. So we're going to go right into the next one. Again, it's really important, I think, to moving it back and forth or circular motions so that you can get that base.
But not the big up and down thing that's
no, because you're just not dry. It would be the same thing as if you were using a regular blow dryer and staying at the end. So I, again, did these sections so that I could come up a little bit higher. I do find it's much faster. One of the other things, I'm going to turn it on. And again, put that section in.
We're going to try going up a little bit higher. We're going to do we'll try a 4.
Let's go back to the 4-5. So here again, I'm going to come up a little bit more to create a little bit more volume on the top of the head. This is also a great professional tool I was thinking if, you know, we were prepping the hair for maybe some braids, if they have coarse curly hair, or if they didn't have enough glue and they needed a glue to look, speed up the time to prep it.
And what I also really was afraid of was that it was going to be a real tugging sensation. But actually, I found it a lot less tugging than when you use a round brush. It doesn't. Yeah, it feels comfortable. It's not blowing hot air on me, and I don't feel like it's a lot of tugging. It is a little big. I think that was the you know, one of the things I would say was a little bit more difficult about it is I don't think it's something you'd really travel with, which is a shame because I really liked the speed factor and the fact that it was like kind of styling and drying all at the same time. That came out really good.
Yeah, that came out great. I'm going to show a little bit difference if you put, when we get to the side, on the 3-4. We'll just put a little more 1-2 into the rest of this section. Yeah, if they had a travel size, it would be fabulous. Yeah. Little handheld one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That would be, because it's kind of, you know, it's got a little heft to it, but it's not that heavy.
Yeah. It'll add too much poundage to your luggage.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be over the weight limit. But the wand itself is probably a teeny bit heavier than a blow dryer, but it's pretty easy because you're not having to have two hands to necessarily do it once you put the hair in.
Yeah, it really is easy, especially for yourself, but as a stylist, it's very easy to stand here. I'm not using my shoulders, my hand, my wrist, the carpal tunnel, all of those things. I'm able to move back and forth, and again, by just keeping it up a little straighter, I'm allowing to get a little bit more volume at the top, and just going back and forth over the whole perimeter of that section. And there's no heat on her scalp. I can't feel any heat. I don't see
it doesn't feel it. You don't feel any heat. I like that.
No nodding. I don't see any matting or nodding.
Right. Because I was really afraid, like when you had it like there, that it would pull other hair in, and that was nice. I think that was one of my biggest concerns, or that it would tangle, and then what would you do? But it doesn't. So that was I thought that was a major on the plus side.
Absolutely. It has no, you can feel the suction, definitely there, but it's not overpowering.
And inside the base unit is like a little filter. I call it, like, it looks like one of those metal coffee filters. And they say to clean it, I think, every 5 times that you use it. But I checked it out after the first time I used it, and there was just a tiny bit of hair that collects in there, which I thought was much less than when I use a round brush, or just a brush in general, because, you know, you tend to lose a little bit of hair when you're brushing it out for a blow dry, but I found actually less hair came out. With the suction, you almost would think that it would pull more, but it really didn't.
No. So this is a 3-4. We're going to put this one on this side. Again, a size of about a pea. I put in for both, and I'm just going to work it right through the whole bottom section, enough, and then we'll divide this in 2. Again, it just depends on the thickness and density of your hair and how many sections you would need. It's better to take closer to the size of the perimeter of the opening than to take too much, because that would just slow down some of your drying.
And we were talking a little bit about the cost, because it is a little bit pricier than a really good blow dryer, but Juliana had a great point in that it actually smooths and straightens. So if you had a professional blow dryer and a professional straightener, it's probably about the same price. But I think that the less heat and the less damage factor would be, because I flat iron my hair a lot, and I always feel bad that I do that because I know I'm applying a lot of hair, you know, a lot of heat to my hair, especially if you blow dry it first, and then you're putting more heat on top of it with a flat iron. So this kind of gave a nice smooth look.
And speeds up the time because you don't have to blow dry it all first and then section it and go back in with the flat iron. So it does speed up your time, and time's valuable today with everybody's lifestyles and on the go. So I think everybody looks forward to that.
And what I find with a regular blow dryer is I'm always in such a rush that sometimes I make that critical mistake of not blow drying it the whole way. And then it ends up frizzing, even though it like looks good when I'm done. Once I like go around for a few minutes, it starts to frizz up. So I like that this actually got it completely dry.
So you can start to see the difference when you're using that 3-4, that it is definitely.
And they do say you're going to want to touch your hair, it's so soft. And it is pretty, it is pretty soft.
Very, very soft. Great texture. I think the other benefit is when you're thinking about it, you're not going against the grain of the hair, and you're not going against the cuticle. So So as it's vacuuming basically the hair and pulling it smooth, it is sliding that cuticle down, tightening up the diameter, which again will help to keep less frizz, help to keep the moisture out, and seal it down, especially when you use it in accordance with the product.
Yeah, I like the products too. I didn't feel like they had a lot of
No, you need very small amount. They don't leave the hair feeling greasy. They don't leave the hair feeling coated. It still stays soft and has a lot of body.
And they say you don't need to use their products. You know, they do sell them, they sent them very nicely to me to try with the product, with the unit, but you don't need to do that. So, you know, if you have a product you like yourself, they did say you don't need a lot of whatever you're using. And I think the first time I tried it, I used no product because I wanted to see what I thought of it that way, and it actually came out, you know, smooth and straight just by itself.
I definitely think a key benefit when you're using it is so you want to make sure that you definitely have anything, even though it's such a lower amount of heat, it's about 800 watts, which is half of most of your blow dryers that are on the market today, but it still is heat on the hair and it still is pulling it, so having a heat protected type of product or something to help smooth the hair is always beneficial. You don't feel any heat on your head, you don't feel...
You know, what I really liked about it too was like, I'm terrible with the round brush. I always feel like I need a third hand, I always say. So it's like, you know, it's hard to like hold the blow dryer and it's like not as talented as Juliana right now.
Well, a lot of my clients have brought this blow dryer up to me because many people are what we call hair illiterate with the product.
They feel like I'm hair illiterate, yeah.
They get discombobulated, they don't know where to hold the brush, they don't know where to hold the blow dryer, they have to put one down, and again, it gets frustrating for a lot of clients. So I feel like this is something that a lot of people can handle. It's a one tool in their hand, very simple. They're not going to be struggling, they don't have to have a comb, a brush, a blow dryer, putting it down, extra quick. The clips that they give you are great, they're the flossers, so the hair's not going to slide out. Yeah, they're really great.
And I like the little base unit to hold it in, like when you're doing it in between times. I like that.
And it's great to store it in, you know, you don't have to box it up all the time. So it's cute, it's condensed, and it's heavy enough that you don't feel like it's going to fall over.
And the wand is pretty long. Can you put this up here so that you can see it? But that could easily just be on the floor, and then the wand could be like where you put your regular blow dryer, you know, I mean,
oh yeah, it really isn't that big.
We just wanted you to see it, and it lights up so it's
It lights up, so at night, you don't have to worry about it. And it really is not any louder than a regular blow dryer.
Yeah, no,
so I don't feel that.
And hopefully you can hear it. You can hear us good.
I'm hoping you can hear us over this. I think a great thing for short hair was that you're able to kind of go right across with it. So for somebody that has shorter hair and they wanted to still straighten it out, you wouldn't be able to make the sections, but you would be allowed to move across the head because it would continue to pick up the hair as you went. So that might be another way to, speed up the time I'm throwing those at Charlene.
That's okay.
Yeah, shorter hair would really be a very fast way to go. So we just have 2 sections left, and you can tell, I mean, we're taking our time, we're talking, but this is moving right along. It would take at least 45 minutes to blow dry a full head of hair. Again, for me, I'm going to create just that little bit of volume at the top so that I'm coming right up and pulling it straight up. So the reason I would suggest only doing this to the top is because you are still lifting. Like a regular blow dryer, you're constantly moving your arms, your shoulders, people's hands get very tired.
Yeah, that's true. Especially when I'm doing the
again, if people are constantly lifting it out like this, you're constantly moving the shoulder, moving everything. Oh, we're going to be a nice tripod. Yeah, absolutely. So you can
that's why Juliana has nice arms.
But it does, yes, the constant rolling of blow drying out. But by just keeping it kind of isolated into that perimeter of the section, little circular motion and just moving it around within it, it's going to give it volume at the roots. It's going to help give it a little height, but it's also going to really make sure that that perimeter is dry. And you can get really close to your scalp. You will not feel any heat.
And it doesn't pull any, like depending on, no matter where she's holding the wand, it doesn't, you know, doesn't tug more. In fact, I feel it tugs a lot less than if you were using a brush. You know, sometimes it kind of, you know, your head moves a lot wrong with that.
Yeah, and we're at a 4, we're still on a 4. Charlene has finer hair. It's not really coarse. It's a light wave to a light curl.
But it's frizzy very easy.
But it's extremely frizzy. Yes, but it is finer hair. So I think a 4 is a nice middle of the road for her hair. If you have really thinner hair, you might want to stay around a 2 or 3. The coarser and the thicker the hair, the more density that it has, you might want to make your way up to, but you can see right then and there, you're getting that volume right into the hair. So, you know, fuller hair is back in. So we're going to find that if you're still going to get the benefit of the straight, and then we'll just lift it up and come right in.
That was really cool. It just kind of went right in.
There we go. But you're going to find that you're getting that benefit. I left her bangs out. We're going to do those last.
I was a little curious how the bangs were going to go, but we'll see how we do.
We're going to work on those. We're going to give her, you know, an easier way to work with them. I think sometimes you get caught in the mentality of it is a section and pulling up, but because of the way that this tool is made, it actually is going to be easy to move it back and forth and pull them right in with it.
See, I usually have a good tip. That's why we came to the expert.
Having a little extra time to play with it, you can't expect anything to be perfect the first few times that you use it. With any product, you've got to give it at least 3 times to really understand it, work with it, pay attention to the directions.
Right, I did a lot of research. I checked out a few videos first. I read the thing, but it was very easy to assemble. You just pretty much pop the little filter in, and then you put this little base unit for the wand in, and then you were ready to go. So the setup was very minimal, which I was glad about. I'm not always really good with putting stuff together.
Try that one, and again, it's nice and smooth. It's very straight. Everything looks good. So I'm going to turn Charlene just a teeny bit. So I would recommend a back and forth for the bangs, looking at them if you want to keep them straight. If you try to make it into one section, you'll be pulling your sides out. So they're pretty much going to go right in. And this will straighten them. And back and forth. And it's okay if you get some of the longer pieces. It's only going to smooth them. Staying right at that base.
Yeah, the back and forth. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought to do it like that.
You can still do the circular motion within that perimeter to make sure that you're getting the base dry. Lifting it up to give it a little bit of volume. If you like them straighter, you want to kind of come down more.
And the thing that we thought it was a really good thing is even if you don't want your hair straight, you at least want it smooth to start with, and then you could do the braids or curls or something afterwards. But you'd be using a lot less, heat on your hair. So that had a major plus to it.
So Charlene usually likes her bangs pretty straight. Probably need a trim, so you can see.
I'm in the right place.
For somebody who usually does chemically straighten her bangs so that she gets those really sharp wispy. And she has a colic right here,
yes,
so you can go against that colic by pulling it to the opposite direction too. So coming in this way and just kind of bringing the hair over to the opposite side will allow you to kind of pull it and just go against that colic. And it would be much easier working on yourself. But again, and that just kind of pulled both the colic up and kind of spaced them and gave them a wispy bang. Good, so you can see that you still can get them and moving them back and forth help to break up that. So overall, I have to say, I think it's a great tool. I think it's for a lot of people, it's going to make their life a little bit easier cost-wise. If you're already paying about $200 for a blow dryer and $200 for a flat iron, you're still in the same market, but you just killed one step and kind of sped up your whole day. Yeah.
And for me, the time savings in between my wonderful salon visits here at Juliana Salon in Wakefield. So if you're local, be sure and check them out. I appreciate her giving us some expert tips. If you're interested in the RevAir, that's at myrevair.com. And if you want to read my full review, it's at FBJFit.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.